Good day everyone. So today we're going to continue with our series about solving equations. Today is the second part. I'm going to discuss rational equations. If you want to see part 1, I'll put a link on the video right now about linear equations. So today we're going to do these two equations. The first one is from a website called Math is Fun. And the second one is from a website called Solving Rational Equations. So I'm going to start with the first one. I'll link the websites in the description below. So the first one is 2x divided by x minus 3. Please remember the line between the 2x and the x minus 3. Plus 3 is equal to 6 divided by x minus 3. But because we're not allowed to divide by 0, x is not allowed to be equal to 3. Because if x is equal to 3, the denominator will be equal to 0 and we will have an undefined function. So what we want to try and do is we want to try and get rid of this x minus 3. So the easiest way to do that is just to multiply by x minus 3. Then we get rid of it because the x minus 3 in the numerator will cancel out with the x minus 3 in the denominator. But because we multiplied by x minus 3 in one term, we have to multiply x minus 3 with all the terms. So we also have to multiply the 3 by x minus 3, and we have to multiply the 6 by x minus 3. So which we're left with, because the x minus 3 cancels out, we're left with 2x. Now there's nothing to cancel out here, so we're just left with 3 times x minus 3 is equal to, and the x minus 3 cancels out with the x minus 3, and we're just left with 6. So now we can distribute the 3 into the brackets. So we have 2x plus 3x, because 3 times x is just 3x. And 3 times minus 3 is just minus 9, and the 6 is unchanged. So we can add all the x's. So we have 2x plus 3x, which is 5x, minus 9 is equal to 6. So now we have to get the 5x alone. So to do that, we can add 9 on the left side. But because we added 9 on the left side, we also have to add 9 on the right side. So we're left with 5x, and then minus 9 plus 9 is 0, or plus 9 minus 9 is just 0, is equal to 6 plus 9. So we can add the 6 and the 9, so we're left with 5x is equal to 15. So to get, our goal is to get x equal to some number. So to do that, we have to divide by 5 on this side, because 5x divided by 5 will just have x. But because we divided by 5 on the left, we have to divide by 5 on the right too. So we're left with 15 divided by 5, which is just equal to 3. But if you remember, in our original equation, we're not allowed to have x equal to 3 because otherwise the equation will be undefined. So this equation has no solution. There is no x that satisfies this equation. So I'm going to go to the second equation, which we had was 2 minus 1 divided by x plus 1 is equal to 3 divided by x plus 1. So here again, our goal is to get x is equal to some number, but x cannot be equal to minus 1 because otherwise the equation will also be undefined. So x cannot be equal to minus 1. So what we can do to get rid of this x plus 1 is we can multiply the denominator with x plus 1. But because we did it to one term, we have to do it to all the terms. So we have to multiply the 2 by x plus 1. And we have to multiply the 3 by x times 1. X plus 1, sorry. So with the 2, there's not a x plus 1 in the denominator to cancel out. So we're left with 2 times x plus 1 minus, now in this term here, the x plus 1 cancels out with the x plus 1 in the denominator. So we're just left with 1 is equal to, and hereby the term on the right hand side, the x plus 1 in the numerator is cancelled out by the x plus 1 in the denominator. So we're left with 3. So here we multiply the 2 inside the brackets. So we get 2 times x, which is 2x, and 2 times 1, which is 2, minus 1 is equal to 3. So now we can add the numbers on the left hand side. So we're left with 2x plus 2 minus 1 is just 1 is equal to 3. So now we have to get x on its own. So we can subtract 1 on the left hand side to get rid of that plus 1. But because we did it on the left hand side, we also have to do it on the right hand side. So we subtract 1 on the right hand side. So what we're left with is 2x plus 1 minus 1 is 0. So it's equal to 3 minus 1. So you're left with 2x is equal to 2. So now to get x equal to some number, which is our goal, we have to divide by 2, because 2 divided by 2 is 1. So we're left with x. But because we divide by 2 on the left hand side, we also have to divide by 2 on the right hand side. So we're left with 2 divided by 2, which is just equal to 1. So now I just want to test my answer. You can do this quickly in your head. You don't have to write it out unless you are asked to. So we say the left hand side is equal to 2 minus 1 divided by x plus 1. So we know our x is equal to 1. So we know that is equal to 2 minus 1 divided by 1 plus 1. So we know that is equal to 2 minus a half, which is equal to, so 2, to convert that to a fraction, we say it is 4 divided by 2, which is 2, minus 1 divided by 2. So now we can subtract the 2 because the denominator is the same. So we say 4 minus 1 is 3, and the denominator stays the same. So we know our left side, if x is equal to 1, is equal to 3 divided by 2. So now to test our right side, we say the right hand side is equal to 3 divided by x plus 1. So we know our x is equal to 1. So we have 3 divided by 1 plus 1. So we have our right hand side is equal to 3 divided by 2. Sorry about that. So now we can see that our left hand side is equal to our right hand side. So if x is equal to 1, our left hand side is equal to our right hand side. So we know our answer of x equal to 1 is correct. Thank you guys for watching, and remember, you are much smarter than your calculator. Enjoy your day.